welcome. Happy Friday. Welcome to the table. It's Voices from the Edge, and we know it's Friday. How's everybody? How's everybody this Friday?
Hanging in there.
Doing well.
Hanging in there.
We're here. Ready to go.
Living the
We
dream.
got some good news today that we get to share. Yay. We'll talk about that in a minute. Before we get started tonight, I want to turn it over to Keisha. We want to share a video before we go into the news of the day. Keisha?
Yes, so today was the memorial service for the Reverend Jesse Jackson, who passed away, last week? He was a reverend and a civil rights leader, and his memorial service is today in Chicago. It was attended by all of the living presidents except for Bush and Trump. So I hear Trump was actually invited. They invited all the presidents, but he, as is typical, decided not to show. But it's not about him. It is about the legacy and the life of Reverend Jesse Jackson. And this is a video clip from the memorial service that I thought was a very touching moment.
Let me put it up.
Yes, please.
Okay, I'm going to refresh it just so we get the beginning of it.
So this is Isaiah Thomas, who played for, I believe, the Detroit Pistons. And he is
sound. I'm sorry. Is there sound?
There is sound, yes. It's I see it's muted.
Oh yeah, there it is.
Okay.
Who are sitting here today.
President
Harris, President Clinton, President Bill Clinton, First Lady Jill Biden, President Biden, and Chicago's own South Side, President Barack Obama. I also like to honor the 5 presidents.
Oh, is that it?
Who are sitting here today.
So it's, yeah.
President Harris.
Oh, so it's repeating. Okay.
Yeah, but we missed the first part, and it replayed. So
Okay.
did you catch that he called President Harris and President Clinton twice?
Oh, I get it. I missed that. I missed that.
Only.
I mean, it's true.
Yeah.
It is true. I thought for a long time that Kamala won, but I also have started to believe that Hillary won. I know she won the popular vote, but I'm also starting to believe that man cheated.
Yeah.
Wow.
I agree.
Yeah.
So that made me teary-eyed just to think that that could actually have been our reality, to have those 2 women join the ranks of our presidents.
Yep.
So,
Look who's here.
Marley.
Hey, Marley.
Hey, Marley. Hi.
Hello.
Good to see
Hello.
Hello.
That was a great video. Thank you, Keisha. It's hard with those that don't have a pause, so you have to, these are frustrating. Welcome, Marley. It's good to see you. Happy Friday.
Thank you. Happy Friday to you all.
Thank you, Marley.
Okay. So we're going to just briefly cover this topic because I don't want to spend a lot of time on it. We had some good news. Y'all heard the good news?
Mm-mm.
Let's share the good news. Real quick. Let's share the good news.
This is an ABC News special report.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Kira Phillips. We're coming on the air because President Trump has just announced that Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem is out of a job. This follows reports that the president was frustrated by her recent testimony on Capitol Hill, under fire from both parties over her job performance and the handling of the immigration crackdown. And that includes her response to the deadly shooting by federal agents of 2 American citizens, Renee Good and Alex Preddy. Just moments ago, the president saying he's naming Oklahoma Senator Markwayne Mullin to become the next Secretary of Homeland Security. Let's get straight to our chief White House correspondent, Mary Bruce. Mary, what do we know?
Well, Kira, the president just announcing in a social media post that Markwayne Mullin is going to become the new Secretary of the Department of Homeland Security as of the end of this month. And the president, who, as you note, we know had grown increasingly frustrated with Secretary Noem this following several days of her testimony up on the Hill, the president posting the current secretary, Kristi Noem, who has served us well and has had numerous and spectacular results, especially on the border, will be moving to be special envoy for the Shield of the Americas, our new security initiative in the Western Hemisphere. It also comes, of course, as you note, that she received a lot of backlash after her response to the killings of 2 American citizens, Renee Good and Alex Preddy in Minneapolis. She, of course, was very quick to come out and label them domestic terrorists. She falsely said that Preddy was brandishing a gun. It created quite a controversy for the administration. Then, of course, the president moved in Tom Homan, his border czar, to take over the situation in Minneapolis. But Kira, the big picture here, it is important to remember that this is now the first major firing that we have seen in the president's second term. To fire Kristi Noem, move her away from being the DHS secretary to this new post at the end of this month. Unlike in his first term, where there was quite a bit of turnover in the cabinet, she is now the first cabinet secretary to be let go by President Trump.
Let's bring in our Chief Justice Court.
Okay, so I just want to play that one. And yes. We have our applause back. We have our applause back. Yeah, one down, many to go. Many to go.
Yep.
Let's
just now we want whoever Wayne to go. He just got here.
The tenure of the worst Secretary of Homeland Security since the agency was formed has come to an end in spectacular and humiliating fashion. Kristi Noem, and we assume her special government friend Corey Lewandowski, are out. Fired today on Truth Social by Donald Trump, quote, "The current Secretary Kristi Noem, who has served us well and has had numerous and spectacular results, especially on the border, will be moving to be special envoy for the Shield of the Americas," a thing I didn't know existed until today.
What is that?
Security initiative in the Western Hemisphere we are announcing on Saturday in Doral, Florida. I thank Kristi for her service at Homeland. She made it 14 months, almost exactly as long as Cricket, the dear departed dog she bragged about shooting in her memoir. As well, the tenure of the worst Secretary of Homeland.
There's a meme going on about that and her dog. Yeah.
Justice for Cricket.
Justice for Cricket.
And the goat.
Yeah, I agree.
I think Cricket got his justice because she was dog walked at that Senate hearing. Or the congressional, rather.
It's funny they don't mention the corruption, the blatant corruption, the $200 million that she siphoned to a company that was 8 days old, right? This jet that she wants to fly around in with a freaking bed in it. I mean,
with her and Lewandowski.
What the hell? They just spend our money.
And if they were black, they wouldn't have given her another job in place of the first one.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So this replacement, we looked him up. I think Tisha and I, you both made the point of this. He's was he senator or he's from Oklahoma? Is he a senator or a congressman? Yeah, with no experience. No experience again.
No experience.
I think he's a congressman.
Yeah, I looked it up and I forget already. But let's just play a little bit of maybe who this is. I can't keep up.
Senator Andre.
I mean, oh my God. Yeah.
Yeah.
Either way, he's an idiot.
He's a senator. Thank you, Jesse.
Senator idiot.
Yeah.
See if we get a little bit about
Former
him.
plumbing company owner. He's also someone who has a very hardline perspective on immigration, very close ally, everything to the White House, and also
Can't hardly hear him.
Native Americans serving in Congress. Lindsay.
For those of us who remember the first Trump administration, this is a bit reminiscent. We have not seen the kind of turnover in the second administration that we saw with the first administration.
Yeah, we're going to see more, hopefully.
Yeah.
Right, with the president. So another sycophant. No, surprise, surprise. So I'm curious to see. Any comments on this firing and replacement?
Well, thank God she's gone. Happy about that, but I'm not real happy about the replacement. Another unqualified.
They say the replacement is out of the skillet and into the fire.
Well, it's not
that's right.
and she's not been punished for anything yet. I do think that it was delicious to watch her get dog walked in that hearing, and two, I'm sure it was very embarrassing for her, and that makes me feel good for her.
And it's going down in history. Her children gonna always read about it. I'm sorry.
And the goat and the dog from Rainbow Heaven.
I heard, like in I've Had It podcast, that they gave her that new position so they couldn't impeach her.
Oh.
Oh, well, that's interesting.
Yeah. So we shall see.
Yeah. There were I read a post today, it's not because, she didn't investigate this. It's not because of this. It's not because of this. It's because she made Trump look bad. That's the reason.
He does that by himself.
That's always the reason.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Didn't she say, though, that Trump knew about the contracts, that Trump knew about the $200 million, that Trump knew about the plane thing, that Trump knew all this? So.
Well, that's what made him look bad. They are saying that they got caught. What about when the FBI, Cash Patel, flying his girlfriend all around the world in that jet, in the air, what about her?
Yeah.
Well, he looked ridiculous at that party.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree, Lori King. Absolutely. So before we move on, we just wanted to highlight that because that's kind of the latest news of the week. Before we go on to our next topic, I just want to ask this question. So now that Kristi Noem is fired, she get to keep her face, or does she have to give it back? I don't know. We should put up a poll, right? Should she get to keep her face?
Oh my God.
That's seriously really bad. Pictures.
Yeah.
She looked better before.
Yes, she did.
They all do. They all ruined their face with these Mar-a-Lago makeovers. They looked fine before.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's one down. How many? We still have many more to go. Hegseth should be next. All right. So, Keisha, I'm going to turn it over to you for our next topic.
Oh, okay. So, outside of the Trump administration and that ball of nonsense, there was interesting news this week. In Georgia, a father was sentenced to prison for the actions of his son. His teenage son shot up a school, killed 2 students and 2 teachers, and his father was convicted and will be sentenced. I believe he faces up to some ungodly amount of time in prison.
So, was that in Brentwood, Texas?
That was in Georgia. In the video will say the name of the town.
Okay.
It's like Apalachee or something.
Okay. It happened in Friendswood also.
This one, right, Keish?
Yes.
Okay.
This morning, the father of a Georgia teenager accused of killing 4 people at his high school in 2024, possibly facing the rest of his life behind bars.
We, the jury, find the defendant guilty.
The jury deliberating for just 2 hours before convicting Colin Gray of second-degree murder and more than 24 other charges. The swift verdict coming after an emotional 2-week trial, where prosecutors accused Gray of giving his then 14-year-old son, Colt, an AR-15 style rifle as a Christmas gift. The suspected shooter seen here on surveillance footage with the gun stuffed in his bag before prosecutors say Colt killed 2 students and 2 teachers.
His son was a bomb just waiting to go off. And instead of disarming him, he gave him the detonator.
Prosecutors pointing to years of troubling warning signs, showing the jury the teen's bedroom wall lined with photos of the Parkland school shooter. But Gray, taking the stand in his own defense, said he never saw it coming.
Is there any, if you can remember, any red flag or anything that Colt did that would make you believe that he would ever be capable of doing this act?
No, I struggle with it every day. He's a good kid. He could do something that heinous. Like I don't know if anybody could ever see that kind of evil.
The decision to hold a parent criminally responsible, not the first. Jennifer and James Crumbly now serving 10 years behind bars for involuntary manslaughter after their 15-year-old son killed 4 in a school shooting in Michigan. The prosecutor here saying he hopes this new verdict sends a message.
And we hope we've moved the needle a little further.
Let's pick it up there, Laura. I mean, is this conviction part of some sort of broader push to hold more parents accountable?
I think it is. It's going to be fact dependent, guys. I think given the lengthy history of all the warnings you saw there.
Yeah, that's what it's going to take, I think.
So what happened to the son? Is he in juvenile detention or anything?
I'm not sure where he is right now, but he has a trial coming up as well.
Okay.
So it's odd. Like if you look at the headlines, it'll say that the father was convicted because the son is an alleged shooter. So it's like, if he's alleged, how can the dad be convicted? But legally, somehow they made it work. So, but what do y'all think? Do you think that parents should be punished for the actions of their children when it comes to gun violence?
I think so. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, cool. I think so, because how can you miss stuff? If I saw my child have something even remotely close to what he had on his wall, like that alone is, sorry about that. That alone is like such a red flag. I mean, how can you not know kind of what your kid is doing, and how do you not know if like a gun is missing, especially one like that?
Well, the dad gave a gun. It was a gift. He gifted his son a gun, knowing that his son had mental issues. He said that he wanted to give him a gun to spend more time together because his dad was also an avid shooter.
So put the gun in a gun safe.
What about all the news? What about all the news clippings on his pasted on his wall? Come on,
that was crazy.
Stop playing with me.
I would imagine Dad should have seen that.
The shrine, 2 shooters, 2 school shooters.
Yeah, exactly. Go have a conversation with your child if you see that. Or or get some mental health counselors and specialists to help. You know,
I think the whole family need counseling. You know, that's when he should go with. When his father was deciding to do that, both of them should have went into counseling.
Yeah.
So
was there a mom? Does he have a?
He lived with his mom up until I think he was about 13. And he just was so angry and defiant that she sent him to live with his dad. And within 2 years, he was looking up how to kill his dad.
Jesus.
Yes, I believe the school counselor recommended that he get proper mental health counseling, and the dad was like, "We don't know that would have done anything." It's
Yeah,
messy.
he should. He deserves what he got now.
Yeah.
In that circumstance, for sure.
I don't know if this is anything, but the kid's name is Colt. Colt.
Like the gun.
Like Colt
Yeah.
45.
Yeah.
Beer and a gun.
Yeah.
Well, you have to give your son that young an AR-15. I mean, that is some serious
firepower.
I don't know, decision-making skills, lack of good judgment. I don't know. Pick all the above. It's just, to me, not a good judgment call.
Why does anyone need an AR-15?
Well, that's
exactly.
Exactly.
No one does. No.
It's not like it was a hunting rifle.
Uh-uh.
I mean, I don't know.
The other thing that is tragic about this is the day that this happened, he was texting his mother, and his mother was texting the counselor at the school saying, "I'm concerned about him." And so the counselor sent the school resource officer to the classroom, but they picked the wrong child who had a similar name.
Oh, God.
And then he texted his mother, "I'm sorry," and within 30 minutes was shooting up the school.
Oh my God.
Wow.
I want to
Incompetence
show
everywhere.
Yeah. Just failures all around. I want to show a video of one of the students who was shot and survived.
Forever. And Channel 2's Candace McCowan continues our live Team 2 coverage outside Apalachee High School. Candace, you spoke to a student shot that day who said this verdict made her want to cry.
Yeah, and Linda, she said it's been a tough few weeks here at Apalachee High School. We're just about 5 miles away from where that trial happened, but she said that this verdict was a moment of relief.
I think I was happy.
I was happy and I wanted to cry.
Like many days, Taylor Jones didn't make it to class at Apalachee High School, another doctor's appointment. So she was home and watched the verdict with her grandfather.
He could have stopped this, and he should have.
I don't want to be ugly, but I think he got what he deserves. But anybody that would buy a kid a gun, an assault rifle, that's only 14, 13 when he got it, maybe, I don't know. That's not logical. That's crazy.
A bullet ripped through Taylor's leg September 4th of 2024 at Apalachee High School. She lost consciousness and had to be airlifted to Grady Hospital. She's one of the students who took the stand during Colin Gray's trial. Her grandfather wants the judge to consider the fact she's still recovering.
It's not over. We actually got to go to the doctor again tomorrow at Choa. We got to leave at 6 o'clock in the morning, and then she still has therapy 3 times a week.
This family and others with loved ones in the school that day hope this sweeping verdict sends a message to every parent.
And they need to be mindful of their actions, have consequences, in my opinion.
I think that these are going to be steps towards what parents should be responsible for when it comes to their guns and their access to weapons, and taking note of their kids' mental health as well.
Yeah, I felt a lot better because I was stressing a lot about it.
I asked Taylor what it's been like inside school here since this has all been going on. She says not many people are talking about the trial, but it is on everybody's minds because it is all over social media. She talked about the likelihood of another trial. We're putting that part of the story together for Channel 2 Action News at 6. For now, live here outside of Apalachee High School, I'm Candace McCowan for Channel 2 Action News.
Candace, I just hope that student gets stronger and stronger every year. Well, here's what's next. Colt Gray is now 16. He faces 55 charges, including murder for the 4 victims who died that day. He entered a not guilty plea back in 2024. Investigators then said he admitted to the shooting. His trial date has not yet been set, but a status hearing is scheduled for this month.
Wow. Okay.
So his plea will be he's not guilty by reason of insanity.
I don't know, but I feel for that young girl. I feel for everyone who was there that day and impacted by that shooting. It's an avoidable tragedy, and I hope that seeing parents be held accountable for their children murdering other people and harming other people sets the stage for this to happen again with other parents if, God forbid, there's another school shooting. Because this is obviously what we have been doing is not working, which we're not doing a whole lot of anything to change the problem. So hopefully this will stem the tide.
Yeah.
You could see that young girl was still traumatized. She's going to need years of therapy.
Mm-hmm.
This is crazy. You look at these kids and it's like, look how young they are. And look at the tragedies that they've gone through already.
Yeah. It's awful.
Well, the fact that they have to go through active shooter, drills. I mean, what the hell?
And that kid even asked his teacher one day if they were going to have an active shooter drill. Like, all the signs were there.
Right. Right. Well, and that's what happens when you have absentee parents or parents that aren't paying attention. And I don't pretend to know what was going on in that family. We don't know. But clearly somebody wasn't paying attention to this young man, which is a shame. So,
yeah.
All right. Anything else on this, Keisha?
That was it. I'm sorry to bring everyone down, but I thought this was important to talk about.
Yeah, great. Accountability. We have to have accountability. So,
yep.
If the government's not going to do something about guns, then parents need to control it at home. Because it's predominantly these kids that are the ones that
with their video games are violent, and they watch a lot of violence on television.
Yeah.
Turn on Saturday morning news or Sunday morning news. It's like, ooh, all that happened while I was asleep.
Well, and now they have a president who supports violence. And they're showing videos of bombing Iran like it's a freaking video game.
The video that they show is from Call of Duty, and they just dubbed it. It's like a 12-year-old is running the social media team.
Yeah. How do we do? Yeah. Oh my God. Okay, so we have lots of various topics tonight. So let's move on. Speaking of our president and what's going on with Iran.
Who was talking about him?
WTF, Marine. What's this with Cuba? You're on mute.
I'm shocked that I have to talk about Cuba today. I happened to live through when I was many, many years ago, the Cuba crisis, missile crisis with Khrushchev. And we had a president who settled that well. And not everything became perfect in Cuba, but Khrushchev definitely backed away. Now we have a president who just loves stirring things up. And he is refusing to help Cuba out, from what I've been reading, to help them with their power system. They're going without. They're in darkness right now. They do not have enough oil. The people are suffering. And his solution to this is, I'm sending Rubio there because we're going to find out if we can not help them out, but if we can take them over. It's basically the talking right now. I have what I think is a good video to take a look at that addresses this well, but I'm in shock that we have to talk about something like this, just adding on to everything else. Leave these countries alone, help them out, but we don't own them. What happened to our democracy? What happened to what we always were proud of? It's going in and helping other nations out. It's like Greenland, you know, he wants to own the world and get his Nobel Peace Prize. So
we're starting the most wars. Yeah, got it.
So I kind of like this video. I think it really talks about it well.
All right, let me make sure we're at the beginning here, I think.
Venezuela backed off. Mexico pulled away.
Let me just make sure it's at the beginning, because we were playing with it earlier.
Oh, okay.
Right.
About democracy. This is about ownership. In January 2026, President Trump signed an executive order threatening tariffs on any nation that ships oil to Cuba. Not a bullet fired, not a ship deployed, just a pen. And it worked. The tankers stopped. Venezuela backed off. Mexico pulled away. Russia rerouted. Cuba's oil supply collapsed almost overnight. What comes next is predictable. Blackouts that last days. Hospitals running on fumes. 11 million people watching their stoves go cold. Their streets go quiet. Their children go hungry. The White House calls it maximum pressure. But look at the pattern. Greenland, the Panama Canal, Canada, and now an island 90 miles off the coast of Florida. This administration doesn't squeeze countries to free them. It squeezes countries to take them. Starve the island, break the government, then move in. And the 11 million people caught in the middle, they were never part of the plan. For 60 years, America squeezed Cuba.
Interesting.
Yeah, I think it says it over there.
He uses tariffs as like a mafia tactic, right?
Yeah.
To extort these countries and to have leverage over these countries. What the hell? And Congress lets him.
He is a disgusting, despicable, deplorable human.
No heart or soul.
Between that and then like all the stuff going on with the Department of Health and like Department of Ed, it's like he wants to start World War III. He wants to kill us all, and those of us that survive, he wants to make us all dumb as him.
In the meantime, our country suffers. The people suffer. I don't know. I don't know. The man has lost it mentally. You know. What do they say? Take the keys away from Grandpa, because he's just like out of control.
He's getting back at everyone, Kim, for all of the wrongs that he believes were done to him in his entire life.
Yeah.
You know, from starting with his mom, his dad, his uncle. I mean, let's just start checking off the boxes here.
Yeah, because you hear a lot. People of New York always say, "Oh, we knew who he was. We knew he was a grifter. We knew he was a fraud. You know." It's like, well, where were all you guys in 2016? I didn't hear.
Do you know, people in Atlantic City felt the same way about him. I was there in the 80s at a conference, and we were talking to some people there, and they had their homes taken away by this man. And he was not loved in Atlantic City. They were happy to see Trump Tower, you know, go away.
Yeah.
And even if you didn't live in New York when he was here in his heyday, I remember vividly reading an article, I believe in the New York Times, that listed out all of the ways that he stiffed people that he did business with, all of the racist actions that he was in trouble for. they interviewed people who were like, I had a contract with this man, he never paid me. And it was just story after story like that. The information was there. People just got to read.
Yeah.
It's hard, but on the Cuba thing, these things that he does, he's not going to be around when we suffer the repercussions. Like, people in Cuba and Iran and in the Middle East are going to hate us. Like, if they don't hate us, they are going to hate us. And who knows how that's going to fester and grow and manifest in the future. He's not going to be around to see it. We're going to be the ones suffering for it.
Right.
Yeah.
True.
100%.
I have friends who live in France, and their fuel prices have skyrocketed over the course of the last 3 days, and they're on the leader, and yeah, they're not happy right now.
I'm sure they're not.
So,
Yeah, it's disgusting what he's doing. All I can think about are the babies, the elderly, lack of food, heat.
Yeah.
I mean, it's disgusting. Healthcare.
And
it's following like I don't know if you guys know about the Monroe doctrine, President Monroe, where he wanted like all of the Americas from Canada all the way down. And that's what it seems like Trump is doing. He wants the Western Hemisphere and he wants complete control. And it's scary. It's really scary.
I have a 17-year-old nephew who told his mother that he was frightened because he thought he was going to be drafted when he turned 18, and in true fear. I don't know how our young people are going through such an awful time right now.
Well, and you're right, Marley. It goes back to that 3 spheres of influence, where Putin runs. You've got Russia, you've got China, and then he wants the Americas. It's like, what the? I don't know.
Because they already got Xi Jinping and Kim Jong-un over the Pacific. So,
yeah.
They all working together. I keep saying this.
It seems like we're heading to World War III. And as far as that video that the social media video that they did for the war, to me, that's kind of, they're using that type of social media to get people ready to go to war, like hype them up. This is like a video game. It's, you know what I mean? I feel like it's brainwashing young people, because I feel like he's going to put us in a war. He's going to have to start drafting people.
Well, they starved all the people in Gaza, the Palestinians, and because they wanted Gaza for the host of the rich and famous.
I don't know. I feel like we're living through the Star Wars trilogy of the evil empire taking over the galaxy or something. I don't know.
And
you have to kind of speak in their terms, there's this horrid reality television show of a government who are showing horrid game type propaganda to people to promote war. And then you got this guy, this nut job in the White House wanting to take over the country, all these countries. It's like a really bad movie.
And the president of Venezuela and his wife are still in prison, awaiting trial.
Well, Venezuela gave a lot of oil, like helped Cuba. They had a relationship, so it's all connected.
Yeah.
Still, Derek. I don't watch MS now.
They don't.
There's the comment.'s like, you guys watch too much MS now. I was like, I don't watch MS.
Back still, Derek. We missed you.
By the way, I watched MS now.
Oh, is that the grammar one?
Of course, we all know that Fox is just on the up and up with every news that they share.
They took away news
Want
from
to
us.
talk about media? We can talk about media. That's in my territory.
It is.
Yeah. Okay, so Morgan, that's Morgan news. All right, let's move to Andrea. What's going on with SCOTUS?
Well, Kavanaugh, he doesn't have anything to do, so he wanted to weigh in on the trucking business, and I wanted to show that video and then talk about Tort for a minute.
Let me show the video.
Yes, thank you.
All righty.
Safety. Can I just interrupt there and just on the rhetoric? It's not getting rid of safety tort suits. The tort suits against the trucking companies, the carriers, are still preserved. Everyone agrees on that.
Sure, but the problem is once you agree to that, there's really no coherent reason to stop there. Like you're looking at the state tort, and the state tort is not
I was just responding to your point about safety regulation being gone. No, safety regulation through tort suits still exists. Everyone agrees against the primary people who are going to be sued, as I think you've acknowledged, which are the truckers, the carriers.
Yeah, and I didn't mean to get carried away with my rhetoric. My point was just like if you're a rational deregulator, but all you care about, you've Chicago school, you want economic freedom. The last thing you want at that same moment is for there to be new safety problems.
Oh, interesting. So,
and then I didn't understand. I said, okay, now what is a tort? And it said a tort is a civil wrong other than a breach of contract that causes harm, injury, or loss to another, resulting in legal liability. The primary purpose of tort law is to compensate victims, deter harmful acts, and shift the burden of loss to the responsible party. It's derived from the Latin tortus, twisted or wrong. Torts generally fall into three types of intentional acts: negligence, assaults, car accidents, and strict liability. Keys, aspects of tort law, types of torts: intentional torts, deliberate actions causing harm such as assault, battery, defamation, false imprisonment, and intentional infliction of emotional distress. And to me, that's what ICE was doing in Minneapolis, in intentional infliction of emotional distress. False imprisonment, where they were falsely imprisoning people, whether they knew their state of, if they were a U.S. citizen or if they were just somebody being overstayed their visas. The second category is negligence, failure to exercise reasonable care leading to accidental injuries such as slip and fall, where they knocked that lady down, accidents, medical malpractice, or vehicle accidents. They didn't care when they snatched that lady out that car and cut her seatbelt. They didn't care that she was on her way to her doctor appointment. Strict liability imposes regardless of intent or fault, typically applied to inherently dangerous activities or defective products. That's a part of torts also, defective products and dangerous activities. Nowadays, pickleball can be dangerous for seniors. Elements of tort: to succeed in a lawsuit, a plaintiff must usually prove 4 elements: duty, a legal obligation; breach, violation of that duty; causation, the breach caused the harm and damages caused the harm and the damages; actual injury or loss. Purpose: tort law serves to redress wrongs, compensate victims for losses, financial, emotional, physical, and deter future harmful behavior. Remedies: the most common remedy is compensatory damages, money to cover losses. Other remedies include punitive damages to punish, or injunctions, court orders to stop an action. Torts are distinctive from criminal law, which deals with offenses against the state, though some acts like assault can be both a tort and a crime. And then, so I thought about all those African American women that were fired in DC, that it was criminal what they did to them. It was criminal that they went after all of those women and all of those women that work for the government and relieved them all of their jobs. They went after women in particular. So I'm wondering, and this is what I wanted to ask. I mean, to me, it was a lot of cases where they should be compensated for all the damages people have incurred since Trump came into office, and then Elon Musk went into our files. He went into our Social Security files. And I'm like, why are you going into our files? Some people, after that happened, Internal Revenue start seeking after people. I don't know if you know that, looking for, saying that you didn't pay taxes for this, or, there's a lot of people that now owe Social Security. And like Donald Trump, he keeps filing charges to different people and causes harm to, Letitia James and James Comey. And James Comey was wrong in the first place for even going after Hillary Clinton. So I just feel like this country owes a lot of us, not just money from when we were slaves and working for free. They also owe us money for all the losses we're incurring right now for a state of our economy. Because right now, they're not even creating jobs. They've lost 98,000 jobs this past month. And that was just what I wanted to say about torts, that it's supposed to help you if you're in a state and you've lost some kind of, whether it's physical or a monetary, they're supposed to make sure that you are put back whole like you were. And they don't care if we're whole. They're trying to destroy this country. They're trying to destroy Venezuela. They're trying to destroy Cuba. They're trying to destroy Cuba. They went into Israel and just bombed them people, and they owe these people money. We're not doing anybody any favors. We're destroying the whole world. I don't know if nobody else see it. It's a destruction of this world.
Yeah, we're making enemies, and Trump is just like literally like a natural disaster. Wherever he goes, he's like a tornado, he's an earthquake, he's a hurricane, like every day to everyone, and nobody's doing anything about it in the government.
He's given them permission to do it.
Well, they're deregulating all the safeguards that we've had in place in this country that we've worked for years to put in place have been stripped. And that is,
But the funny part about it is why I played that clip is that Kavanaugh, he jumped on it when it came to the trucking industry. As far as causing them harm and not being able to get jobs no more, because you got trucks that can, now drive without a person, so they lost a lot of jobs behind that you had these self-operating 18-wheelers. But they don't care about everybody else that's losing their money, losing some type of compensation, and not even qualifying, say, for unemployment. They made sure you can't get unemployment. You can't get food stamps. You can't get anything. They just, I've said this for a long time. They're trying to kill all of us. They've already killed the Palestinians. I'm saying that Gaza is just this little strip connecting Israel and Russia and Russia and Israel and I'm like, and you took that one little piece of land and just destroyed it.
Yeah. Well, those are things that we have to, because of all the headlines and everything we see every day, those things get missed, right? Those things just get glossed over.
We don't hear about Ukraine no more.
We don't hear about a lot of things. So,
can I comment on still, Derek?
Yeah.
Here? He says Cuba has a crazy dictatorship. Talk to the refugees in Florida about their homeland. And Americans, we're under a fascist ruler. And talk to the Black and brown people in America. That's all I got to say about that.
Good point, Marlene. Okay, so we've got a really important topic coming up as well. All these topics are extremely important. I want to make sure Katie has enough time to go through hers. Is there any other final comments on this topic for Andrea?
She said that, see what Jazzy said, he acts as if he's not leaving. He doesn't care how he treats us. That's how I feel.
Yeah, wow.
And that's why every time you say how you doing, I'm living a dream. It's not a dream. It's like I feel like I'm not woke is what I really mean. I feel like I'm living in a dream.
Just real quick on the topic of dictators, if Congress is supposed to approve acts of war and the president decides to just enter a war without getting congressional approval, what does that make the president? That sounds like dictator behavior to me.
It is.
Maybe we'll look up the definition again.
It's actually grounds for impeachment.
Yeah, I don't know how he gets away with that. We have such a weak government right now with our Congress.
Section 2. Andrea, what's your motto? What's your motto?
Article 2, Section 4.
Article
his entire cabinet. His entire cabinet. The
right.
only reason he got rid of what's her name and the ones having an affair is because it made him look bad. Everything makes he looks bad, then you don't have to do nothing.
He doesn't need anybody to make
You don't need
him
no
look
help.
bad. Yeah, he looks bad all on his own. Sorry. Okay, Katie, I'm going to turn it over to you because this is an important topic with elections coming up.
Yeah, so just a couple things. So I've been talking about this Track AIPAC website for a while. And so for the last couple of days, I've really been doing some deep diving. And we're not going to talk about every Democrat, but we're going to talk about some key ones that you really got to watch out for and think, this seems a little shady. So if you could pull up that chart, Kim.
This one?
So this is a chart of every Democrat in the House and the Senate. I just want to explain my color coding real quick. Hold on. I want to explain my color coding real quick. So the bright green means they do not take any money from AIPAC lobbyists. The faded green means that they take some money, but it's not a lot, and they want they're doing a lot of legislation that's anti-Israel. And then there is one in yellow that is this is kind of shady as well, and made some choices for Israel. And then all of the reds are just different how much millions they've made. So like the lightest red is 1 to 3 million. The next darkest red is 3 to 5 million. The bright red is 5 to 10 million. And the maroon is over 10 million from AIPAC. So,
can you explain AIPAC to everybody, Katie?
Yeah, so AIPAC is, oh geez, I just had it.
Poor legislative.
I'm so sorry that's very loud. AIPAC is the American Israel Public Affairs Committee. And it is a tax-exempt nonprofit group that lobbies for strong U.S.-Israel relations, basically saying, yeah, we work for the American people, but we also work for Israel. And it's just basically like people who roam the halls of Congress and say, okay, so how does this help Israel? So, so let's just go. So some big ones that I've noticed is Ruben Guy. Oh, I didn't mark this one either. Mark Kelly, who's been awesome trying to take down stuff going on. He takes over 4 million from AIPAC. Ruben Gallego from Arizona, the senator, takes over 1 million. Adelita Grijalva, no AIPAC money, which is awesome. Adam Shifty Schiff in California, almost 10 million he takes from AIPAC money, which
Does
is
he
just
take it once a year?
this is for their current like campaigns. So like whatever campaign they've had in the recent election.
His Senate campaign, basically.
Yeah, his Senate campaign. Another big one, Nancy Pelosi, over 2 million from AIPAC. And this is, yeah, Jazzy, absolutely. They are basically buying out the politicians. So when you're thinking about the war that's going on right now, this is why. This one disappointed me. Eric Swalwell takes over $1 million from AIPAC. Ro Khanna took $1 million, but that was at the start of his last House Representatives campaign. But he does do a lot of anti-Israel lobbying and is what he's been doing is encouraging to the Democratic Party.
Eddie, can I ask a question?
Go for it.
I see like some of them are AIPAC, but what is the JS treat? Is that the same as AIPAC?
So give me 1 second. Yes, it is, but it isn't the same. It's
like Dove Sydney.
These are all different PACs that they get money from.
They're all different PACs. Which one did you say? I'm sorry.
Ro Khanna.
You said JS Street is the category she was asking about.
Yeah, it's a PAC called JS Street.
J Street.
Yeah.
J Street is basically unfortunately just basically another name for AIPAC.
Okay. I was just trying to clarify that. Okay.
It's just been around a little longer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
It's another pro-Israel, pro-peace American group that wants Israel to be secure and democratic. It's the same shit.
This is so disappointing.
Yeah.
My gosh.
So let's see. So we had Ro Khanna, but like I said, since his last campaign, he has changed his ways a lot and has been very outspoken. Let's see. So we're still in California. This one disappointed me. Robert Garcia does take some money from AIPAC. It's about $250,000, but any money is just not good. So I'm moving down to Colorado now. I don't know who Michael Bennett is.
Ted
but he
Lieu,
is.
really? Ted Lieu? That disappoints me too.
Yeah.
Mike Levin, he's my district.
Maxine Waters.
Wow.
Maxine Waters is in green because she doesn't take as much as she used to, and she does vote anti-Israel and is trying to change her ways in the legislation as well. But like Michael Bennett takes over $3 million from Colorado. Representative Neguse, I've seen him a lot. He takes over $1 million. Jason Crow, over $1 million. There are some angry Army vets that I was kind of shocked and upset about. Like the one that I was kind of upset about is if you scroll down a little more, Sarah McBride from Delaware takes over $300,000. One that makes me happy.
Chris Murphy, go ahead.
One that makes me happy is Maxwell Frost does not take any from Florida, and he's been a very big advocate. This Jared Moskowitz from Florida, who people see him be all sassy and stuff on TV, but then he is a very big pro-Israel supporter. Georgia, this one, Georgia.
Whoa, look at
John Ossoff. Oh my God.
John Ossoff and Raphael Warnock both take over $5 million from AIPAC.
It's horrible.
That's
$5
horrible.
million. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Let's see. Those two, I was like, especially John Ossoff. Most of the ones in Hawaii are all right. Two of them did take some, but have changed their ways. Illinois was kind of shocking for me too. Tammy Duckworth takes over $2 million. Who else do we got that's pretty prominent? Brad Schneider takes over $6 million. Yeah. Exactly, Jazzy. That's all they do is they put on these crazy performances. We do have two representatives from Illinois that do not take any. So that's awesome. Let's see. We have one from Indiana, Andrew Carson. Let's see.
What is really interesting about this is a lot of
Van
these
Holen.
representatives are new. Like they haven't been in office for longer than 5 years. And I've heard that like AIPAC will go after the newbies to try to bring them in like a freaking cult.
Yeah. So and then we've got Jared Golden in Maine, over 3 million. I was very happy to see about Chris Van Hollen. Does not take any money, and he fought a good fight for Kilmar Abrego. And then we got Glenn Ivey, who takes over 8 million. Another one that was very disappointing to me was Jamie Raskin.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That
Adam Schiff was disappointing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very.
Here's
Elizabeth
one,
Warren.
Elizabeth Warren does, but she has started. She's one of those that started a change. She's done a lot of anti-Israel stuff and has been on the right side. That's why she's in the green. Same thing with Jim McGovern.
Jazzy say that AIPAC focuses on progressives also.
Oh, we're not done.
Okay.
Yay, Ayanna Pressley, none. We got Alyssa Slotkin, who was, I think, former CIA or FBI, over 4 million from AIPAC.
She was also the one who did the that video about unlawful orders with Mark Kelly.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then in Michigan, we've also got Rashida Tlaib, does not take any AIPAC money. Important thing to look at for the upcoming elections in Minnesota, Amy Klobuchar, over 3 million from AIPAC. Wow. This doesn't surprise me at all, but Ilhan Omar, no AIPAC money. Oh, this one's crazy. I think this is Missouri, MO.
Oh my God.
16 million. God. Yeah.
Who?
Wesley Bell.
Wesley Bell.
Wow.
And then in Nevada, there's Jackie Rosen, over 7 million.
Wow.
What's this one? New Hampshire. Most of New Hampshire, as you can see, is pretty high. And then we got our friend Cory Booker.
Look at Mr. Cory Booker.
I'm not surprised.
Exactly.
How much?
Over 5 million.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
There is one House rep in New Jersey, Bonnie Watson Coleman. Good for you. Does not take any. New Mexico has some, but they're the same way as others, where they started with some AIPAC, but have seen the light. I'm happy that Melanie Stanley is one of those people because.
Oh my God.
Oh, here we go. New York.
Can I just add something real quick? Wesley Bell, I was wondering why his name sounded familiar. He beat Cori Bush. Do you remember Cori Bush?
Yes.
Yes.
For a while, very progressive, like real person kind of representative that we needed. Got so much money. Wesley Bell got so much money from AIPAC so he could beat Cori Bush.
Wow.
There's one that's higher than him. You'll see it in a minute.
Really? Oh yeah, I see.
Right there.
Atlanta.
Yeah.
George Latimer.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Over 20 million.
22 million.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I'm happy to see our girl AOC does not take any money, and also Nadia Velasquez.
That's my girl.
And just but the George Latimer, Richie Torres gets over 6 million.
My God.
Yeah. Just kind of scrolling down more. Jeff Markley also does not take any from Oregon. He's a big one that we've seen. And then you got Pennsylvania. There's a bunch of them that take. But Summer Lee from Pennsylvania does not. So thank God for her. Let's see. We're almost. So here, okay.
And what is
We're not even halfway through, Katie.
Yeah, we are.
Jasmine Crockett.
We're almost done. So yeah, we're in Texas. Jasmine Crockett did take some. 86,000. And this is where I have this representative has. So
they said
Jasmine
she got a
Crockett,
poor.
guys, for Jasmine Crockett, this representative has a poor legislative record on Israeli-Palestinian issues. That's sad. Al Green is in the green. Greg Kazar, no money from AIPAC. Everybody in Vermont is AIPAC free, which is awesome.
I'm moving to Vermont.
Right. Tim Kaine has over 2 million. Let's see. Going down to Washington. Pramila J. Paul, I'm happy she does not take any, which is awesome. And then also just in Wisconsin, both are in the green. But this is like everybody house.
Blank. Okay.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, this is
how everyone.
Yeah, House, Senate, and it's crazy.
Oh, let's do Republicans next.
And you know what's crazier? The total from Democrats is so much higher. I didn't do the exact math, but just looking, total from Democrats of AIPAC is so much higher than Republicans by a long shot. The only big ones are like people in his cabinet. But
that's crazy.
So also on this,
well, the big winners are Latimer and Bell.
No, Laurie, everybody on that list is Democrat. Everybody. The maroon.
Well, we
are
knew
the
both sides
highest
took money. Yeah, we knew both sides took money. We just
did,
need to get this money out of politics. Yeah.
Yeah, it's always been there. Yeah.
And that is very true, Jazzy. Thomas Massey is the only one that does take from AIPAC, but there are so many more Democrats in the millions.
Don't take it.
It cancels out the Republicans by a long shot. So there's two other things I just want to go over.
They
real
take
quick.
from other PACs though.
They do. Yeah. But right now, I figured focusing on AIPAC could be important.
So you want me to put up this next?
Yeah, the candidates endorsed.
Again, endorsed by this one, right?
Yeah. So then also AIPAC has on this page candidates that are endorsed by people against the corruption of AIPAC, and it'll tell you like what state they're in, if they're doing the House or the Senate, and you can just scroll through and you can find out more about them. They have the links and everything. And you know, it's very important that you guys know who you're voting for. Yeah. Especially now. And look at how young they all are too.
Yeah. Like, can we late? I already voted.
Like they're so young.
Wow.
And then below, I'm happy to see Graham Plattner on the list. No,
where's that? Down here? Oh,
yeah, he's from Maryland. Yeah.
Okay.
Or not Maryland, Maine. Sorry, it's been a day. And then underneath all this, and you can see there's a lot of them. And if you keep scrolling, go down more. There you go. And so these are the people who all that are currently in the House and the Senate support this. And unfortunately, it's not a lot, but it's.
So AIPAC supports? Wait, endorses?
No, anti. No. This is all anti-AIPAC.
Okay.
Yes, this is all anti.
Yeah,
I know.
Okay. Got it. Got it. Oh, there's Bernie. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
And then
so that's good.
And then the last thing, just to go over quick, is the presidential candidate nominations for Democrats.
Yeah.
Which is also interesting.
Yeah, this is interesting.
All of them.
Just about. It's just about, yeah. So these are potential. There's no official for most of these, but like, so we got Andy Bashir from Kentucky. He's pro-Israel, but that's all the data they have so far. Of course, we know Cory Booker takes a lot of money. Pete Buttigieg has almost 200,000 and is a pro-Israel candidate. Rahm Emanuel has over 300,000, also pro-Israel. Same with Ruben Diego. So I need to address about Kamala Harris. The one thing, if you notice, it does say 22 million, but a lot of that money was transferred over to her campaign from the Biden campaign when she ran for re-election. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying I stick up for it, but. And then we've talked about Ro Khanna. He's continuing to improve his legislature regarding issues of Israel-Palestine. We already know that AOC is a boss, and that Gavin Newsom is hit or miss. J.B. Pritzker, no money per se, but he is a former AIPAC board member and an Israeli lobby donor. And then for Shapiro and Walz, just says he's pro-Israel, but I don't think Walz is personally going to run. And then lastly, you've got Gretchen Whitmer, who over 250,000, and she's a pro-Israel candidate. But like, this is all important. I feel like this is all important stuff that we need to know before we vote, because half the time people just go off of commercials, and it's not like this stuff took me super long, but like, just do your research, people. It's
they're the Republicans.
Oh yeah. Ted Cruz.
Yeah. So this is the type of research that we need to be doing as informed citizens before we vote. Where unfortunately previously to be pro-Israel was different than it is now. After Gaza.
That's true.
Right. So,
and like to not to say that like the people of Israel aren't important, because I have seen articles and stuff of the people fighting back. Like I've seen 18-year-olds literally burning their draft papers and then like going to jail for over 100 days or something because they know it's not right. It's the government. That's the problem.
Yeah, and I feel like it's important to state that you can be anti-AIPAC and not be anti-Semitic. You can be anti-AIPAC and have all the world for Jewish people. So it's twisted.
To be against this administration doesn't mean we are anti-American.
Right. People keep confusing the state of Israel with the Jewish religion. They're not the same.
Yeah.
Right.
It's true.
Right. And it's not the Israelis, it's the government. Exactly, Jazzy. That's what we're trying to draw that same parallel here. It is not the majority of us that are doing this.
And it's not us doing it, it's Donald Trump.
Right. Anything else on this topic, Katie, before we close?
I don't think so. I think I found enough stuff.
No, this is great because we try to be informative and we are shedding light on the party that we support. I mean, this is about money in politics. It doesn't and should not be there. This amount of money, this kind of money.
It doesn't matter blue or red or pink or
right.
This is going on too long in our government.
Okay, so before we close tonight, we have one funny for you. One little funny for you. So we're gonna play it.
Bird-legged hoe. I said Kristi Noem is a bird-legged hoe. Oh, Kristi Noem is a bird-legged hoe. That hoe has got to go. Kristi Noem is a bird-legged hoe. Come on, Kristi Noem is a bird-legged hoe. Kristi Noem is a bird-legged hoe. That hoe has got to
go. We have to have a little bit of a funny. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us, everyone in the chat. Jazzy, we always love to see you.
Angry Army.
Shout out, Angry Army.
Alexis.
Yeah, everybody.
Yeah.
Lori King.
Yes, Lori.
Yeah.
Lori.
Steele, Derek, appreciate your comments.
Thank you. Yeah, we do. We do. We still
I had
do.
something important to say. Because I haven't said it today. I hate Pete Hegseth. That's it. I woke up, I turned on the TV, he was on my TV again this morning, and I said, I fuck that guy.
You do the
I
cross.
agree. Yeah.
All right, everybody, please like and subscribe and share because it helps our information get out to more people. And you have a great weekend. Try to unplug from all the chaos for a little bit and spend some time with friends.
Turn
and
the
family.
TV off, stuff happens.
Yeah. Put the phone down. Yeah. Go out, hug a tree, do something fun. All right, everybody. We love you. Thank you so much. And
Later,
we'll see
Lori.
you next week.
And Mark.
We the people unite.